and like beat the snot out of JJ at that one. I think they played it that one, I'm not sure. But point being, jet lag's a real thing, so maybe Como just wasn't necessarily playing at his maximum yesterday. We'll have to see if he can get that sweet vengeance today. But before that, we have a little low-tier hero, Tyroy, the boy, to whet your appetite this evening.
We are going to get a little bit of Zelda before anything. And he did mention this to me before the set happened. He asked if it was best of 5. I said yes. He said, well, then I think Zelda's making an appearance. So I've kind of been low-key excited for this since we sat down. But Panda's not really having it. That's the first Tyler's been able to get in, is just that one down tilt. And Panda, the way he's been playing today, he's been playing out of his mind. He will not be afraid to run away and slingshot Zelda 40 or 50 times if he can get away.
It's trickier. Oh, look at that. Just one down tilt, and then this damage lead has reversed. Oh, now Villager's going to try and get this corner pressure in onto the taxi platform. Zelda sneaking by. It's not as easy to camp Zelda as you'd think, because she does have, you know, Reflector. And as you can see, it can take one hit to get something started. It's pretty big for this character. And of course you have that. You can be really sneaky with your teleport cancels too.
Absolutely can be. And on top of that, this does not seem like the best starting stage, although
Ooh,
Panda
that was
with
a catch.
The hard read with the axe. Haven't seen him use that all day. Villager certainly has advantages on other stages where Smashville can kind of take them away. The taxi platform isn't as easy to camp on as other stages would allow in certain situations. Panda just going nuts, though, with that little double grab combo. You don't see that too much with Villager.
That's activated by the fact that Zelda's so slow. You can just use those pivot grabs and really stand in between you and the slower character. And it worked out really effectively here. He still has to be very careful, especially if he's going to be so content to sit at this ledge, because that's the mix-up. Like, if you DI out there, you could get hit by the forward air sweet spot, or if you DI in, you can get hit by the up air. And, okay, waiting for the air dodge here is Tyroy. How scary that is when she empty hops into you on the taxi platform, and she's saying, I dare you to flinch.
I dare you to do anything. Panda wisely, though, able to jump away. And Reflector the dash attack.
I like it.
Won't see that too often. Tyroy, though, unable to put the stock away, regardless of the flashiness he has shown at times. Zelda still has glaring weaknesses, although that back throw will absolutely take the stock on ledge.
And there we're seeing the teleport cancel just a little bit.
Yeah, Tyroy always has the ability to just throw on a 0 to 100 combo with Zelda, where he'll just read you 5 or 6 times. That's who he is. Double up tilt, can't get the up air. And able to get away again. Zelda doesn't even seem like that awful of a pick against Villager because of the Reflector.
Oh, and look at the Phantom Menace coming in here, helping block that Lloyd Rocket. That's another move that's kind of like underutilized. It just has so much startup, so people like to, you know, write it off at the very beginning. They're like, I can't use this move. It doesn't have any good frame data. But it has utility.
It has very specific uses at certain times. As the triple turnip comes out, Panda landing in the taunt. The Villagers always get 3 turnips when they need 3 turnips.
You know, last time I commentated Villager was MJG, and he had terrible turnip luck. He was just always getting 1s. So I think Panda maybe borrowing a little bit from his Midwest brethren. And I guess we're going to have to swap out here. Oh, just the RIP.
What a guy.
These guys are playing on For Glory right now. I've never seen them be so creative. It's not creative, because like everyone's done that before. If you've ever played on For Glory, you spell out messages with the tag. But I've never seen people do that in the weekly.
Nah, that's cute. That's what we'll call it. All right, we're going to get game 2 on a stage that I personally feel shouldn't even be allowed.
All right.
I'm not like opposed to Dreamland being balanced. I just don't see the necessity for it when you already have a triplat stage.
We're 15 minutes into this commentary block, and Pete's already throwing out them takes.
Hey, man.
Them spicy takes.
If Hoenn and I agree on something, then it must be true. Because it might be the first time we've ever agreed on anything, but like Dreamland's not necessary. Anyway, it's a great stage for Bayonetta. It's just a battlefield, but slightly better for her.
Okay, we're not going to get the turnaround ABK. And that means this villager's living, but that lead will turn right back around after one quick combo from the Bayonetta.
Tyler has had a habit in the past of where he will go super, super far into that corner and go too far, and he'll just like fall to his death because he used all of Bayonetta's 12 jumps.
That's why he was very aware of it at that point.
Yeah, he doesn't go for the stocks now. He'll put on the damage knowing he can win the set just with his skill level.
Especially in this matchup where maybe you don't even need the burst option as much because Villager isn't the most bursty character. That option, the bowling ball, is the most bursty he'll have. And you can play around that pretty easily because, again, the frame data is pretty slow, and you can just catch him right there in that slow recovery that doesn't have any kind of hurt box. The other burst option Villager has is Tree, but again, we're talking about many seconds of setup involved in that.
Yeah, there's only so much you can go for on the reads. And against Bayonetta, Tree is super risky, especially when you can just get witch timed on a Tree. That's not a life you want to live.
Oh yeah. You're trying to save the forest, but instead the forest bites back.
You bite the fry, fry bites back.
Oh, okay. We had 3 jumps. Now you're seeing Tyroy is pretty smart about that resource management.
Yeah, he's being super careful. When he loses a game 1, especially to like any form of, I'm not gonna say BM, but Panda did land in the time. That's really all it takes to amp Tyroy up to be like, okay, you know what? I am going to be super careful for a game and make sure that this is at least a best of 3.
And Dreamland, his stage to be very careful on. I think Tyroy's win rate on Dreamland is incredibly high. Because this is pretty much always his counter pick stage. Gonna go for this extended edge guard.
Well, Villager has to get creative on the recovery when Tyroy decides to go straight down there. Bayonetta can just keep punishing you. It's the up B out of shield. Can't get the up air. Gets this second falling up air, but not going to take the stock. So Panda able to live. Back air is still not going to kill. I mean, he's certainly got creative trying to survive, but at some point in time, you got to try to win. And getting back aired in the face, not going to do that.
Takes forever for Villager to recover, and you can just use all that time with your burst movement options off the side, and just that's all she wrote there for Villager in Game 2. We might see the Lucina actually come to play here if Villager is feeling really put back by that game.
I think Panda's been playing too well today to where he's going to switch to a secondary, even with this being Bayonetta and being Tyroy. He's up a game, or not, sorry, he was up a game, now it's 1-1. But at the very least, we will probably see Villager until at least Game 4. Like through Game 4.
And because, Panda really likes Lilac Cruise with this character.
Yeah, he camped out Little Mac earlier on the stage. I forget which.
I was in the chat. That was interesting. I actually left before that game started, and I got here before that game ended. Okay, I made that up, but pretend that was a real fact.
He waited until the ship tilted every time. Although he did just get super stomped by that witch time. So Tyroy with a huge lead in this Game 3.
Getting this down so to continue the momentum right now. Oh gosh, this is okay. Thank you there. 2 turn-ups is going to be enough to. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Lilac Cruise. Lilac giveth and Lilac taketh away.
Okay, Panda's just laughing.
Hey, I mean, when
you have to.
Look, when you try to go under stages to get cute, and I can already hear, like, in my head, I can hear the whole chat. Look what Lilac did. Lilac is beautiful and perfect, blah, blah. You tried to go under the stage. You know the engine's there. It didn't tilt. It didn't do anything to you. You flew into it.
My fault.
My fault.
It's the one character who can't get Lilated that just got Lilated. Feels bad, man.
Oops.
Oopsie with the Y.
Oopsie. Oh, it's close. Talk about the one character that can't get Lilated is Bayo.
Bayo can get Lilated. I've seen her witch twist into nothing and just fall.
No, so the way it works is for every character, it was Lilat's fault until it's Bayo, then it's Bayo's fault.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Obviously.
So that by that definition, yes, you can't get Lilated.
It's not my definition.
Oh, well, here we go to Battlefield.
So yeah, Game 4 on Battlefield. Tyroy with a 2-1 lead. Gonna see if he can close it out right here, and this is as good for Bayo as it is for Villager on the stage, honestly. It's rough for Villagers. Like, conventional wisdom is like, you can do really well on Battlefield. You can camp the stage, but then things like that happen against Bayo. It's also tough against Rosa. Like, there's so many top-tier
That whole combo started out by, I believe, Panda accidentally up-B'ing when it probably was meant to be like a side B, or definitely not, not an up-B. There's no hitbox on that move. He just like was under that side platform on the left and just up-B'd for no reason, and then Tyroy got a kill combo.
I think he wanted to avoid Rocket, and yeah, Tyler 0 to death him, and that's how Bayo can make you feel. One missed input, and you will get punished to the tune of the game most of the time. And red on witch time, going up. He went for it all. Oh, he still did have an up-B. I don't know why he thought he might not.
Continuing this pressure here, you see Tyroy's just like fainting down and under the platforms in just a really creative way, trying to really just get Villager to drop shield. That's his objective with all those movements with the afterburner kicks.
Holding down tilt, and it pushed Villager back just far enough.
Okay, witch twist here. Not going to lead to anything confirmed, but this should do it.
Yeah, that'll definitely do it, and that is going to be the set. Tyroy wins 3-1 as he will advance to winners finals and give Komo Akiri his run back.
Pretty sure we all expected that, which doesn't make it more exciting to get here necessarily, but I'm excited to watch these two. This is the PGR matchup of the evening. Tyroy versus Komo. Both of them on the rise this season as well. Yes. Tyroy has been putting on really impressive victories. Falling short at Combo Breaker, but getting a big win on ESAM, which is good for any resume.
Yeah, beating ESAM is great, especially when you're a Bayo main. I know that sounds strange, but ESAM might have the best SDI on the planet. Definitely in the top 3 of all players everywhere. He knows that matchup so well, and to be able to do what he does with Pikachu, like Tyler able to escape and beat him, which that was an interesting set. Tyler fell behind a lot in that set, and he had some really monstrous comebacks. He had a couple of crazy combos that got him through, like barely through. He was behind in at least, I think, all 5 of those games. At one point in time, he was trailing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he took the stock first. Oh, excuse me.
Game 5, he was definitely way behind.
And ESAM said afterwards that was his first loss to a Bayonetta player at a ranked tournament since October.
Yeah,
so that's a long time. That was like 7 months, 8 months.
He knows the matchup. He's good at it. ESAM, you can probably give credit to for being one of the people who sculpts like how to deal with Bayonetta.